Good morning. I don't know why, but I decided to vlog. I have to be honest though, the last two times I tried vlogging, I ended up not uploading the video. It started off well and then it fell apart as we went along. Um, and I'm also choosing to vlog on I don't want to say the worst weekend ever because my hair is a mess, my space is a mess. I'm behind with something at work, which I might have to do today. I had to pay off my first semester in order to view my marks and to also prepare for registration time, which is right now. So I am the broke with a capital B and a capital E, invincible E. And honestly, I think I might be growing up because I'm not as devastated as what I should be or what I'm supposed to be. Because not having money after, you know, having like a hustling mentality for like the past 2.5, 3 years is, it does something to your mind because you just have funds available all the time. But because I've cut back on my freelance work and I've cut back on all the side hustles that I've been doing, the bucket gets emptier faster, which I don't mind because I have to pass this year. I have to, yeah, get my degree this year. And I have to be honest, it hasn't been as easy as I thought it was going to be. And I'll tell you why in a second. My throat is trying to attack me, but I'm going to attack it with positive thinking, lots of fluids, not talking too much. So I might midway switch this over to a silent vlog. So basically, when I started studying this year, I started tired. I didn't rest well during the December holidays. Long story. But for me to rest, I need to be by myself for at least 2 weeks. Just by myself, waking up, going to bed, eating by myself. I don't know why, but that really recharges me um, in a way that I never knew, which is ironic because I've always been surrounded by people and I've never lived on my own. And yeah, so started it off tired, started it off scared, started it off not sure because this is the first time I'm using this particular school. It's called Stadio or Stadio, I'm not sure. And they just were doing things different and they have all these pre-recorded classes on YouTube, which I find very boring. And some of the modules that I was doing, I was asking myself like, why am I supposed to do this, you know? So, and then I had to do the practical, and it's like they don't care that you have a job. It's like they want you to tell your employer. They assume that all of our employers, current employers, are in the teaching industry. And even though mine are, they are they both need me to be actively there. I don't get it. And even though it was just 3 weeks, it was like the longest 3 weeks ever. So my classes as a lecturer, they end in the morning, but somehow I was expected to report to the school where I was doing my practicals in the morning. I don't even know how I made it through that time, but I had then decided to shift my morning classes to the afternoon around 4 o'clock, which was not ideal for the students, but at least I showed up. Um, so I would have my practical school in the morning, my aftercare school midday, and then I would have my lecturing classes in the afternoon, and then have my actual studying classes around 6. I was working like 12-hour days, like it was crazy. So it was really, really, really hectic. Like I couldn't squeeze in one client in there, even if I tried. It was crazy. So that's why I had to scale back my freelancing and all of that stuff, which made me realize that I am not taking my passive income earning potential seriously, because had I done that, I would have things that are up and running that were earning me an income passively. And that's what I need to get up and running before this year is over, because I saw the impact of that. So, yeah, today I'm going to show you my to do list. There's not much, and it involves mostly marking. There are some assignments that I need to mark for my second years. And then I'm basically just taking the day off, taking it easy, especially on my voice, um, and budgeting for next week, because next week is payday. And I think I'm going to share my payday with you next week. Let's do this. Today, I'm only going to put 5 things on here because it's a Saturday and I deserve to rest. So the first thing I'm going to put up here is laundry. I have to make sure that I at least have a lot of the essentials. So it's going to be a small load of laundry. Then the next thing is that I need to wash my hair again. And then the third thing is that I'm supposed to mark the assignments. And then I'm also supposed to do, to complete, I've started, but I have to complete my third term planning. I also need to coordinate, this is also school based. I need to coordinate with my tutors to ensure their availability. And today I need to record and edit a bunch of new content. So this is what I have planned for today. I am just gonna keep it minimal, 5 things. Usually I have about 10 things on my list, and trust me, there's a bunch of things that are not here. Um, but oh, I also need to um, um, arrange for collection. Arrange for collection for the things for takealot that needs to go to the Cape Town warehouse. It's 6 o'clock now. And the thing that I thought was going to happen is the thing that happened, which is the fact that I did all these other things and I didn't vlog it. But I want to commit to finishing this vlog because I've been having some trouble finishing things lately. And if there's ever like a moral of the story, it's that finish crap you start. Okay. So as you can see, my hair washed, fully moisturized. I put it in these twists to moisturize it because, yeah, that's just my system for now until I find a better one, because this is not what it's cracked up to be. Okay, so let's quickly review my to-do list. Okay, so I've done my laundry, done, and I've washed my hair. I am gonna do mini braids, but that's gonna be for tomorrow. I mean mini twist, that's gonna be for tomorrow, and I'm still gonna do this. And then I haven't started marking the assignments. I'm actually thinking of doing this after my hair is done, even if I have to shift this to Monday, as long as it's done before Tuesday, which is when I'm supposed to give the students feedback. Then I'm still gonna do my third term planning tonight, and then record and edit new content. You see, I had to make this work despite the fact that I didn't feel other parts of this day. And then I'm gonna do this collection thing right now because I just fixed my laptop. It was sitting in the garage, and that will conclude today. I actually need to buy that clip-on light thing that you can put on, because even though I have 4 bright lights in this room, it's still very dark in the grand scheme of things. So right now I'm quickly going to, thank you, I'm quickly going to get my shipment to be collected by Courier Guy. So if you are a seller on Courier Guy and your things get collected, you must also automatically choose which courier is gonna fetch it for you. And to be honest, I don't remember how that process worked, but there's a step by step on their training manual. And so far, I've used Koregai. They actually sent an email the other day saying that they're gonna hike up their prices. So I don't know how that's gonna affect things. And maybe that's just the motivation I need to find out how other people are doing drop shipping. Because technically the stuff that I import from Shein or Alibaba can go directly to the factory. So I just haven't figured out how to do that, and I haven't seen anyone talk about it. So that's like, that would eliminate that problem completely. And that's what I mean by, once you start, you have to just keep applying cost cutting methods so that you can make the most profit at the end. So, yeah, so let me quickly book that, and then I know it's done. The box is already in the garage, so they'll collect it from me on Monday. I'm still blurry, but I'm going to continue. I got these gel sort of pens that I want to stock in my takealot shop. So I'm still gonna decide on pricing. So far, so good. I'm gonna write with one of them to check on the quality before I list them. If the quality is good, that's gonna be expensive. Okay. I got this. It's like a little transparent baggie for people who carry cables around. I thought it was cute, but when I smell it, it smells terrible. So whoever gets it will have to submerge it in like a tub of apple cider vinegar or something like that. I don't want to do it myself, so that it will just slow down the process of me selling it. And then I also have this, it actually suctions here at the bottom, but it's like, what do you call it? A makeup brush or wash thing. So I think you put the detergent or the soap on here, and then you kind of scrub with your makeup brush to clean them. So yeah, lots of people have different ways of doing that, but I think I once saw this on like a TikTok video. I'm not sure how to price it, but what I like about it is that it's light, which means that it's easy to transport. They won't charge me that much on like whatever fees they charge based on weight, which I also hate. And then it's also part of the beauty category, which I also think is going to help with raising the profit margin. So yeah, when I test a new product, I usually just buy one of them in case the quality is bad. And then if this one sells, then I'll probably get like 5 or 10 more, depending on how fast it sold after it listed. And then if the 10 sells fast, then I can buy bigger numbers like 30, 40 at a time, just to save myself time. Yeah, but I have to say though, you have to be careful with that because it truly depends on the season in the year. For example, I was selling these like mini forks that parents can put in like kids' fruit bowls or whatever that they take to work. Even adults can use it. And then I started selling them in December. They literally flew off the shelves, and I kept buying more. And by the time I made like my biggest buy, which was around 40 units, they stopped selling. And that's when it clicked that the schools are open, are up and running already. So I went big on it at the wrong time. But it's not to say that all is lost. It's just that it will take me longer to get rid of it. So yeah, but at least I know that for next year I should have bought more before back to school, before the back to school. Why can't I talk? Before the back to school, before the back to school craze started, and not after, because then I missed the bus. That's actually what I don't like about takealot, because the lessons are quite expensive. And yeah. Anyway, let me move on to the next thing. I also sent 2 emails that were not on the to-do list, but I'm glad I sent them because I should have sent them a long time ago. And now I actually want to plan my third term planning that I wanted to do before. I'm having really weird, hard
palpitations. So I stopped everything I was doing to lie down and try and center myself, which took longer than what I thought. So anything else that is left on my to-do list, I'm going to shift to tomorrow or Monday. But I think the only thing that was left was the marking. And I also figured something out about my second semester planning. I figured out the dates, so I'm good to go there. Now what's left is just to do like the detailed planning, but I've already started with the structure. Um, as a person who's recovering from like constant panic attacks and anxiety attacks, I find I feel very privileged and blessed to be able to have moments where I can sit and let the anxiety pass, um, which is a far cry from where I was a couple of years ago because my very first panic attack almost left me stranded in the middle of nowhere because it happened while I was in a bus going home, and the most severe one hospitalized me. So, um, I'm happy with where we are now, and I'm pretty sure that by next year, the year thereafter, will be somewhat different. So, I feel grateful and blessed to have a recovering journey because I really, really love progress, even though it doesn't feel like progress in the moment. Um, but yeah, um, so yeah, I do work on some Saturdays, but it's only because I have a lot of individual tasks that I have. So I don't just do work stuff, which I also try to push over a weekend, but I have a lot of my own personal goals that I want to reach, and weekends are the only days to do that. So yeah, um, tomorrow I'm gonna spend the whole day or majority of the day doing mini twists. So that's what tomorrow is gonna entail, so that Monday I can completely focus on marking the assignments. I'm so happy that I actually completed this vlog. And based on how I was feeling an hour ago, I was not gonna do this outro, but I'm glad that I hung in there. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs, make myself something to eat, and then I'm gonna call it a day, a night. I don't know. All right, guys. Bye.